What up, chat? What up? Give me 1 sec. What up, chat? You guys get me mad close to the camera. Hold on. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. B2, what's up? Oh no. Let me get my phone off the Wi-Fi. Let me get the phone off the Wi-Fi. We're not doing none of the internet stuff today. Good morning, Mentor. Good afternoon, King. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? What's up, I say? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning, guys. You are holy, yeah. We got open in 4 minutes. Chat, we went back into the range. This is what we were talking about potentially happening yesterday. We reverted back into the range. Die. We did indeed mean revert on the daily. Kind of sucks. We're continuing to consolidate on the higher time frame. Pretty bad week. Pretty bad. This looks like a range on ES. NQ's leading higher. So NQ for longs as of right now. Yeah, NQ's putting in new highs. ES is failing to. We will get a good trade today. We'll see, bro. We'll see. Price has not been good. We'll see if we can get something. If at the end of the day we're at the mercy of price, you know what I mean? Price delivery is going to determine whether we take a good trade or not ultimately. Where would targets be on upside? This is PDH. My indicator probably already marks it, but it's fine. What's it? Sandu. I'm pretty sure my indicator marks it out. Yeah, it does. So that's PDH up there. We could potentially reach for on ES. NQ, I'd like to think is stronger. If that high, if this high. What time frame is this? So if you look down here in the right, I constantly flip through time frames. Right, so I'm in the bottom right corner of these tickers. You're always going to see the ticker I'm looking at, and then you're going to see the time frame. But I'm always flipping through time frames. This is how you know. So right now we're looking at the 1 hour. 60 minutes is 1 hour. Alright, we got open in 1 minute. This 1 minute is disgusting, bro. I know open was naughty. What am I hearing? I thought I just heard something else. This looks like range to me. Looks like range to me, chat. Barcode again. Volume up. Is it quiet? Hold on. Is that better? Or should I do louder? Because if I pull this down, the mic be getting in the shot. Barcode, yeah. That's what it is, man. Is that audio better? That should be better. Should be better. Alright. What are we trying to do? We got London lows down here. Looks more like trend on NQ. 15-minute does. Yeah, NQ looks more trendy. Chat, we're back to the matcha. You know what that means? We should get a trade. Back on the matcha. It should be a good sign for good fortune. Well, not our busy here. ES looks choppy and then NQ looks like trend. I kind of agree with that. Banana, purify my dreams as I cover my face so they can see a face in me. Father, teach me how to fall in love with simple things. Surely I will give you glory for eternity. The beautiful lyrics. Once a month. 15-minute swing low. 1 hour busy here. Matter how I feel. Whoa, I don't wanna be far from you. The draws are unclear. Like, I don't feel like we have good draws. What do we, you know what I mean? Like, what do we want to see for upside targets? Because this is basically just trading internally. Increase your volume a little bit, bro. This is it's pretty high right now. I'm looking at the level. I'm peaking at like 6 decibel, 5 decibel. That's like right where it should be. Right, chat? Is the volume fine? Yeah, see if you can turn your phone up or your computer audio up. Yeah, it's like peaking at 5 to 6 decibels, so that's like almost too high. I don't wanna be far. We hit 1 hour busy. NQ looks better for longs if we're gonna play upside. Upside targets though, I don't have like high conviction because we're kind of just trading internally range. You're the air I breathe, help me abide in you. There's ES 1 minute Sibby. Coming off the 1 hour, let's see if we can get some upside. Good wick. SMT out these lows. You're the guy that keeps in perfect peace all those who trust in you. You open seats for there's an order flow flip. You're such a friend. We could try to play the 1 hour busy higher continuation, but I hate how ES is range, bro. It's every day is so bad, dog. I think this could play higher though. You're the only one I see. I like how he flipped that. I've run out of apologies. I want to know who you are. Man, what are these targets? I mean, what can we even target here? Lord. Your word is my sword. You're the God who keeps in perfect peace all those who trust in you. I almost would rather play like a 5-minute gap. We could try to play this. Let's see how it delivers. In terms of upside targets, we have here and here. NQ is looking trendy. Now this is gonna not give an entry though. That's a 100-point stop. I would take the bodies. Hold on, give me a second. Let me lock in. It's like a 70-point stop off the low here. And London high target. The thing is, are we convinced of this not wanting to just chop? Because this is range high on ES. Am I convinced that this actually wants to fall through? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. NQ does look quite trendy, chat. Not gonna lie, this looks pretty trendy. SMT off the lows. We try to play into the highs of trend model. I wouldn't give it a A or a B, but I do think that this could play higher. I don't think we're gonna get this gap fill though. I most likely have to get in up here. And then it's like tough because ES targets are right above it. Like I'd want to be risk free by PDH on ES ideally. Or these highs up here. I think it's gonna come down wick this and then let's see. What would my entry be on this? So if I took it here, it's 3R to the highs, but it's a 100-point stop. Jesus, sometimes I can't create an order. Chat, am I slow? I can't create an order. Bro, what are we what's good with that? What is good with that? It's not letting me. Bro, what? If I right click, I can't put it in order. Yeah, D-trades. What the heck? Did they change it? Did they just nerf us? Did TradingView just nerf us, chat? Because if it nerfed us, I might have to switch. Straight up, I'm not dealing with all that. Did we just get nerfed? Chat, we low-key might have got nerfed. We've been running too hot. And this is gonna, bro. All right, nice. I was gonna try and enter in this. That was a tough execution because I was a little slow on this. I probably could have gotten on this candle when this confirmed. One of these two candles when the order flow flip confirmed. I don't like how we're running out the highs now. I don't know why this is nerfed. Like, what is good with that? So I guess I have to click trade. Usually we right click this, we create limit order, and it just lets us put the orders beautifully. But I'm definitely gonna hit up support about that. Well, now we swept out the high. The thing is, does this want to keep going higher? Because I wanted to be break even by London or PDH. And NQ is just leading. It's like now I'm chasing the entry. Kind of annoying. Can we get a retracement? Because if we get a retracement, we can play that. But now it just feels like I miss a bus. It's all good. I was a little slow to get in on this one. I'm not gonna lie, it was just poor execution on my end. Price has been shit this week though, so I'm a little more hesitant around executing. This is a 1 hour BISI. It's a continuation model of the upside. I feel like we probably should have been on one of these two candles. Let's see if we can still get involved. This needs to retrace. If it just runs, then it's fine, chat. I mean, it is what it is. Which firm's the leader? It's Lucid. It's Lucid Pro Fundeds. Dude, I don't know why that doesn't work now. They better fix that. That's like my favorite thing about executing on TradingView. Because if it's not going to have that, then it's just, I'm better off executing somewhere else, because TradingView is already slow. Like, TradingView is already slower than a true execution platform. Like, you're going to see much quicker price and data on a true execution platform, like NinjaTrader or something like that. Yeah, exactly. But I execute on TradingView because it's simple and easy, and I don't really need that speed. And we're sweeping the highs out. It's also good visually for you guys to see. But if they're not going to have the limit order thing, I might just have to switch. Yes, it's trolling. TradeVic could be good, yeah. Well, here's the 5-minute gap. After going through the same sin. So many nights I laid awake, thinking how tomorrow should be. We'd be break even from in here most likely, because we just ran out the high. That you wouldn't hear me. This is one of those speedier entries, and it's like this has all been chopped the whole week, so kind of caught me off guard. Let's see what we can get here. Yeah, I changed my kills on settings lately, then. I'm just trying to see if this gives us a chance. NQ is definitely leading, chat. We want to be in NQ. I want to be break even by those highs, though, ideally, which I don't think we're going to be able to be. I don't like when I can't be break even by an area that can cause rejection. Like, we could reject off London now, so I don't know that I love getting in this. Like, I would want to be in this already and break even now. You see that logic? Because London's a level that we can reject from. It's a range external on ES. I'd want to be risk free now. Of your voice. If we follow through over PDH, though, we can look for next buy side targets. I mean, that we still got 300 points on NQ. It's got to keep moving, though. I'm scared it's gonna reject right here on ES. That's what would suck. If ES rejects these highs, then we're just gonna have a cook session, bro. Chat, let's all collectively hope that ES follows through higher, because if we reject this high and come down, gonna be a booty session. I'm on my trading view. I'm not seeing the same chart on MNQ and MES. Make sure you have the same settings as me. Turn on contract adjustment in the bottom right. B/ADJ. B/ADJ. I have contract adjustment on. It's kind of annoying, bro. Presence. I love the way you bring your holy essence. What up, Meraki? What's up, bro? Trying to see if we can get involved in something. I'm just waiting right now. The fill would have been this, chat. We would have had to play the... This is a tough entry because we would have wanted to play in this candle. We haven't had entries like that like in a while, so I just kind of hesitated on this one. Would have wanted to be in on one of these two candles. Sorry, no, one of these two candles. Either here or here. Okay, there you go. What a gross arrow. One of these two, geez, bro. One of these two candles. And then be break even by London highs, ideally. Nice. All right, we're getting left, chat. Whatever. That's kind of, dude. This week is kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what an annoying week. This week's pissing me off. TradingView nerf definitely. I don't know why they did that. Literally, the best part about TradingView was executing with this. Yeah, the close of the third candle was a good entry right here. Keep your eyes on him. These flashing lights will make you blind. What is the point of it? Don't lose your mind trying to find. This would have been a good execution right here, like 80-point stop at the body. Execute on this third candle close. I'm a little slow with it today. These ones are harder to get into because you have to like look for this order flow flip to fill, and then when it doesn't, I drag my limit above price to get in at market. But I was still trying to also make sure that I wanted to play a trend model. What up, Carlo? How's it going, man? Don't lose your soul in this big world. Just keep your eyes on him. This is PDH, I'm assuming. Price is just running without us. What is the point of it? So don't lose your mind trying to find only what God can give. Yo, this week is really annoying, chat. Monday was garbage. Tuesday, the shorts didn't give us an entry. They only gave change in state of delivery entries. Wednesday was garbage. And then today just runs without us. I give it up. Working at McDonald's sounds tempting. Bro. It really has been. It really has been. You know what I don't like too now is we've ran out our break-even level, so it's like we would have to be break-even by PDH, and I feel like we could just reject off London highs now. I'm gonna gauge the reaction off this BISI on this retracement to see if we want to get involved with this, but ideally we would have already been in and break even. Our break even would have been on like this candle down here, so we'd be close to getting break even right now. This red line would have been our break even had we gotten where we wanted to get in. We'd be risk free now for sure. If this comes back down, chat, I'm gonna be pissed off. Like either way, price is just annoying. You can see a little bit of frustration on my end because price is just really, really annoying lately. They're never in agreement, and then when they run, they just run. Let's see if we can flip up off this 5-minute gap. Gotta get it ready early because now we can't click the... Look at this dumbass. Bro. Price is rage baiting me. Like, just in general, everything is rage baiting me. Why can't I place a limit order like always? Like, why would they ever change that? Whoever told them that they should change that needs to get fired. Straight up, I'm gonna be a Karen, bro. Like, whoever's changed this about TradingView needs to get fired. I'm coming for their job, bro. Give me the bob haircut, whatever that shit's called. I'm not in anything yet. No, I'm not in. I'm watching potential longs if we respect this, but if this could just sell right back down off London highs, chat. We wanted to be break even already. I wanted to be in and break even by this high. And I just realized you guys can't even see the chart right now. I wanted to be in and break even by the ES high. I do feel like this could pop right back up though. Let's see. This is pissing me off, bro. Drag it down. Drag it up. It's such a little thing, but it's such an inconvenience, chat. If I run one, what's my... I basically have to over risk. Slightly. Bro, this is so annoying. It's gonna hit PDH right when we enter too. Like, oh, this is annoying, man. This is really annoying. It's gonna hit our level that can sell us down. Like, we're gonna get a fill right at PDH when it runs PDH. I hate that. I think I'm gonna half risk it. What an annoying week, bro. Like, just every trade is just... you guys are seeing me get frustrated. Like, this is one of the times, chat, when you'll see me get frustrated with price, but I'm not gonna tilt or anything. Like, I don't tilt. I can be very self-aware of when I'm annoyed by price. Price is definitely annoying this week. We flip this, we could play this, but it's like we're getting in right at a level that I think we can reject off. So, like, do I really want to be in this is the question. And I'm gonna have to be extra risk, so more than my 1R. So it's like we could half risk it, but then I'm under risking. Okay, so now PDH is hit. If we follow through this, I'd be interested in getting in this. But we're literally we would be entering at an area that can cause rejection in price. I hate that. Like, every trade this week is just, it's C setups. I haven't had a setup that's been like, this is a B trade. It would have been like, I felt like this entry would have been decent, but now we're entering right at previous day high. Price is actually rage baiting me. Glad it's not just me having a crap week. Yeah, dude. I mean, I've only taken one trade the whole week. This week is dumb as hell. Like, it's just trolling. And then it'll give me an opportunity to get in, and it's right at PDH. And then TradingView nerfs the limit order. So I'm just, like, agitated this morning. Price wants to rage bait me this week, so I'm sure it'll follow through PDH with no issue. Thing is, chat, I'll be frustrated like this with price and I won't tilt. You know what I mean? I will not do... I'm very mindful of how I feel. I'm not going to act on it. Price is just frustrating. I can, you know, be mindful of that and self-aware about it. I think you should try to do a stream through London. My ass is slumped through London, brother. I'm... through London, bro. I'm slumped. 2 to 5 a.m. I'm out. I am not doing a London session. Asia, maybe. I keep it all the way 1,000 with you, bro. There's no way I'm doing a London session. Asia, I could do. Asia I could do because that's like 8 to 9. Yeah, watch this just run now through PDH. Right, who cares? Rage bait price. We would have been in this. We'd be looking good if we got in on that third candle, man. Fudge. This was just bad execution on my end. I hate when this stuff happens with my trading. That candle was the confirmation. London's been clean. Yeah, I'm sure it has, because New York's been absolutely dog. So I'm sure I'm sure London's been amazing. Yep. Who cares about previous day high, right? Rage bait ass price. I'm over this week, chat. Will likely live in London for 3 months next year. I heard it's rainy. My limit's normal? You can use the limit? You can right click this and limit? What? Bro, we're getting nerfed. Trading view executions are already slow. Now they want to take out the... It's always leading for me, Chris. It's always leading. Then you can just use the... You can use the draw targets on the other asset. Alright, I'd be happy if this rejects PDH, not gonna lie. But you can just be in the leading asset and manage it relative to what the weaker ticker draw is. For example, if I was in the trade down here where I wanted to be, I would have been managing NQ. I'll show you. We would have had to get a fill like chasing the entry over here. And I would have been managing that relative to London previous day high targets on ES. I'd rather be in NQ because it's relatively stronger. And then I'm break even by London. And then we can use PDH to trade NQ. Or the next ES target. Look at the fall through on NQ versus ES right now. Look at the 15-minute candles. I just always want to be in the stronger ticker on a long. Price is fucking annoying, man. Excuse my language, chat, but it's pissing me off. It's so annoying. We gotta lock in, chat. We gotta lock in. Bad week. At least we're not hella red. Or -1. Could be so much worse. It could be so much worse, chat. I gotta take a deep breath. Isn't the position tool some setting because people can still do it? It's a setting? No, it should be like right here. Style visibility. It should be right here when we right click. I wonder if it's a Lucid thing. Cause are you guys on Lucid? What firms are you guys on? Wait, Rio, you said it works for you. What firm are you using, or what is it? Tradeovate? And what firm? Not broker. What firm? And then I'm assuming the broker's Tradeovate. Dude, reject PDH. That'd make me feel so much better. That would make me feel so much better about passing on this. I'm on Lucid. Me too. Oh, so it's probably Lucid, bro. Chat, it's probably Lucid. Yo, check your grinder is crazy. Get this man out of my chat. Chat, or Thenix, put that man on a 5-minute mute right now. What the? I'm just kidding. I'm using Lucid Tradeovate and it works. What? Bro, we're getting nerfed. It's not Lucid. I don't know what's good with this then. We're actually getting nerfed. It's just trading view. Yeah. Fire whoever. Nah, it's probably just glitching. I love that. I love that we're just glitching out of nothing. I was gonna say, why would they ever pull that feature out of trading view? Why would they ever take that out? That's the best part of trading view, bro. It's like the only reason I execute on trading view. I don't know how to fix that unless I log out, log back in. You guys are gonna not see the chart for a second. There's just gonna be darkness. Y'all know Plain Potatoes? You guys ever seen that dude's videos? Darkness. Only cultured individuals know Plain Potatoes. We have to have ball knowledge. Yeah, the 5-minute Bissy into the 1 minute we'd take, but we were longing into previous day high. Notice how we're stalling now at PDH. So we would have been getting in right here. Trying to target this high. Right at an area that can cause rejection in price. It's just low probability to do that. I want to be break even by these points that can cause a rejection. I don't want to be getting into price. To me, that's like buying a top, right? If we're buying into a price delivery that just traded into major buy side, it's like buying the top to me, right here. I don't want to buy right here. I want to be in down here and break even into those highs. So hopefully you guys learned something from that. That's like, whether this plays or not, that's the logic of every trade I take. I want to be break even by the areas that can cause my setup to go against me. That's like a key fundamental to how I create the frameworks for my trades. It's base hits and then it's break even at these areas of rejection. I wouldn't say I'm extremely bullish. We just took out PDH. I had high conviction in PDH going, which is why I wanted to be break even by this area here if we longed, but prices rage bait. I mean, honestly, this is a hard execution to catch too, because we had pure speed through this, so we would have had to just basically mark it in right here with a stop at the bodies. I'll say this, I'll chalk this down to bad execution right here. The second one I'm straight up passing on because I don't want to long into PDH. So the second trade to me is invalid. The first trade I can say this is poor execution on my end. I'm a human being, chat. Like I said, it's gonna happen sometimes. I'm not always gonna be perfect. As long as I journal it and learn from it. But this is it's also just a harder execution to get in. So if we were in down there, we'd be stop right here. I probably would have taken one off at PDH on ES. But you see how this is just stalling now? It could still go higher, but if we do run higher, I want to look at the next buy size. Because NQ still has buy side highs too. NQ's got some room to go. So we can still potentially get in if we don't reject off PDH. But I don't want to long right into a rejection level like that. I won't do that. That's just not valid for me. Down here, it would have been a valid entry. The trail will be right here. Yeah, what was the thing Zay asked me to do? Oh, he asked me to look at my indicator settings. Niz, you still here? Hold on. Niz, you here? This is what I'm running. I don't really care what everyone in the chat says, not gonna lie. This is fine. It takes the whole session. These are the full sessions. So Asia into London open, then London closed into pre-market, New York pre-market. That's what I'm running now. I was running kill zones before. I just think this makes way more sense because we want the session, we want session highs and lows. Like that's the logic that I'm looking for that's the data that I want the indicator to pull. I want it to pull the session highs and lows of Asia and London. So 2 to 5 is kill zone, like volatility wise, kill zone where people are involved. I get that, I agree with that. But for an indicator that pulls the session highs and lows, then I'm just cutting out price data from 5 to 8:30 for no reason, just because it's volatile through 2 to 5. It doesn't make sense. Either way, I don't think it like really matters, but I just think that this makes the most sense. I love how there's like no one in the TT chat. I don't want to say the app. I don't want to say the platform, but I love how there's like only 8 people in the TT chat. So the latest comment is just yo, check your grinder, and no one else is putting anything in the chat, so it just stays there. Yo, I'm gonna need someone to get in the TT chat right now and start spamming. What up, R1? How's it going, man? Someone needs to get in the chat and start spamming, bro. Yeah, I love how that's it's just the most recent comment. No one going to TT. Now that is funny. Not gonna lie. God, I need you more than ever. Lord, I love you more than ever. Rejection off PDH chat. Let's see if we avoid a loss here off that. That's nuance and discretion. These are the things you can't learn. Like, you have to watch the streams to learn this, really. I can't really put that. It's hard to put that in like a lesson or something, you know what I mean? I guess I can, but it's hard. I'd rather just avoid these off discretion because I'm not going to long into these areas that cause reversal. I want to be break even by this. I want to be in down here. I want to be in down here, and I want to have my risk off by this level that can cause rejection. It's important stuff. Whether this pops up and still plays like that, there's a reason I passed on that entry. It's not hesitation. That's nuance. That's the discretion in my trading, doing a shop. And you'll see the discretion that I allow in my trading, like it helps me time and time again. There will be an occasional time where I pass on something off discretion and it plays. It's gonna happen. But in the aggregate, over large sample sizes, you know, ignoring variance, the discretion that I allow in my trading is very helpful, and it helps my win rate. You just need a balance of it. Too much discretion will cause hesitation. The 15-minute BISI is all the way down here. There's no 15-minute BISI on ES. We've now taken out PDH. My trail on that, if we'd have gotten in down here, chat, it would be right here. My long would have been cooked. Yeah, because in my opinion, because into PDH, I would have wanted to get in here. I would have had to play on this flip. Can someone please give me $3.54? I'm short on my DoorDash. My parents are asleep. Bro, TT chat is different. I have no other words to describe it, but just different. Does anyone want to Venmo or Cash App him $3.54? Help my man get his DoorDash. My name, if you can come into my stream right now or my Discord and prove that you're not lying, I'll send you the 354. Go into my join my Discord right now. Send a screenshot showing me that you actually need 354 for a DoorDash, and I'll send you it. Chat, we would have got stopped. Beautiful discretion. That's why we faded that long into PDH. We cooked, chat. The discretion that feels good. See, now I'm feeling better. I'm less tilted because we made the right decision off discretion there. But the thing is, it's not about just being right one time on a trade. It's about in the aggregate. Buyers just got cooked. Yep, because we hit PDH. So I don't want to long right into that. That's exactly why we passed on the second entry. What's annoying is that price keeps giving us trades like that. It's tempting us into some BS that I know I don't like. It's like tempting me to get in on this into PDH. Like, price is just ass this week, chat. It's tempting us. We're literally getting baited. I didn't take that bait though. I was not taking that bait. But price is straight baiting this week. So we avoided that loss just off discretion, chat. That was beautiful. Do you see how many times on stream we avoid losers off discretion? ES still looks choppy off the high, and that's a good sell. Bro, this whole week sucks. There's the 15-minute BISI, chat. We would have got trailed out of our longs right there, by the way. So if we'd have gotten in right here, we would have trailed out for basically nothing. We would have trailed out for a 0.3R, 0.4R. So, price sucks, dude. Price just absolutely sucks, chat. I'm sorry if I'm a little pessimistic or I sound negative on stream, but it's just the truth. You know, I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to voice my opinion. I'm a very vocal and opinionated person. And this is ass price. So if you're struggling this week, don't beat yourself up. These are the weeks you protect capital and you're more picky about price. We're reversing off PDH, so. Bro, Chris, the thing is, like, even February, like October, February chop, it had opportunities in it. Like, to me, this week really, like, other than the shorts on that you guys took on Tuesday, I don't feel like there's been any opportunity all week. And even for me, like, for my model, technically there was an opportunity because it didn't give me an entry. So I just, like, for me, for what I'm doing, I straight up have had no opportunity. And then every trade is like just these longs, like right here, where it's bait. It's just these low probability, like, bait trades. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, these trades that look fun, like they look like framework wise good trades, but they're just nuance wise bad. And it's like sucking you in to take bad trades. That's literally how it feels this week. Good thing I have the discretion, chat, because we'd be getting cooked this week right now. This is why I let discretion in my trading. That's why the screen time really helps. Because I think we'd be minus, if we took every setup framework wise, just like a robot, without any discretion, without any understanding of nuances, we would be, I think, -3 on the week, which still isn't that bad, but it makes a difference not being -3, obviously. So all we've done this week with our discretion is avoid bad losses. Because things like this looks, structurally, chat, this looks like a good trade. 5-minute BISI, continuation to the highs. And then you play the 1-minute flip on the inversion. Structurally, this looks like a good trade with a clear draw into the highs. But then you get a better understanding of where we are. This is why I use ES and NQ in harmony together to provide more color. Because if I'm just looking at NQ like this is a textbook setup. But when you add ES into that, it provides more color to the book. And now I know I'm longing into an area that I think can reject. So I'd basically be longing right here, chat, into previous day high. And that's how we avoid that loss just off discretion. Price is just bait this week. This is what I mean. Price is gonna price, and sometimes weeks are just like this. What a rejection off PDH, man. Dang. This is gonna come back down now, so let's see if we could play something to the downside. Yeah, this is definitely weaker. That's for sure. But yeah, chat, this is a really bad week. And like Chris said, from like September, no, was it? Here, let me just go look real quick. Was it September? Or did it start October? That's 20. I'm looking at 2024. What the heck? Yeah, it was. It like basically started in September. And September wasn't that bad. Nah, September was straight. End of September. So from like the end of September, like right here, I say. Zay, what's the big drop? What's the one you call the big drop? there's a event that Zay calls the big drop. Is it right there? Where is it? But basically from like right here, chat, this red line, until basically right here, we were in a consolidating market. So every single day was just horrible, but we still had opportunities in the day, like to play the range, or had a couple trend days. You can still, you know, obviously trade all these days and get into them. This week, I would argue, has been one of the worst weeks I've seen in a while, but this move down is nice. If NQ was more rangy, we would have tried to play a short off these highs, but we were looking to trend it up. But that's a beautiful area of rejection that's why we didn't long, chat. It ate the last 4 hour in like 15 minutes. That's crazy. Yeah, it straight up did. You're right. It straight up did on these two candles. Last 30 minutes. What's up, bro? What the F is that stop loss issue? I missed my trade. Bro, I know. The same thing happened to me. I was complaining about it. It wasn't working. I don't know what's good with it. Now this just runs to the low. This is what I mean, chat. Like it'll move like this, and then it's nothing. It just made this whole move up. Like he said, we had a 4 hour candle up, and it just took that whole move in two 15-minute candles. 5, 10, 15, in literally 15 minutes. It just took that whole move. And it's gonna run to these lows now. Just rage bait ass week, chat. But the thing is, I'll sit here and be blunt with you guys, be transparent with you guys, and be like, I'm very tilted, or I'm annoyed, I'm frustrated, but I won't do anything. I won't tilt, I won't force trades, I won't over risk. I literally do exactly what I do every single day, even if I'm tilted. I'm very self-aware. I can be straightforward with you guys and say, hey, I'm pretty frustrated by this week, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna go force trades and cook myself, shoot myself in the foot. Like, this is annoying, bro. This is very annoying. It's not even gonna retrace. It's gonna run to these lows. Watch. Price is pricing. It literally is, bro. This week is just dumb. I feel like every single day this week we've just sat at the charts and been annoyed by price. But I'll stop complaining. I digress. Choppy ass weekly, daily, projecting previous day high on ES. So do we make a move back down now? Was that our highest? That's what I was saying. Like I didn't have conviction and clear higher time frame targets. We just had those little 1 hour, 4 hour highs. That's why PDH was an area I didn't want to long into. Like I said, then it runs the lows. Next lows would be London. London and range lows in the 1 hour. So we got here. Try to play continuation down to them, but knowing prices, it won't even give us a retracement. It just won't. That's the type of week we're dealing with. It won't retrace, chat. Come on now. You think price is gonna give us a retracement on a week like this? Nope. I tilted and lost in accounts. Damn, bro. You gotta lock that in. Can't be doing that. You think I'm not frustrated right now, chat? I'm very frustrated by now. Like, I'm very frustrated by price, but I don't act on it. Buy up off these lows a little bit. Do it. I doubt it will. IQ's weak as hell. This is heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Buy up off this low. For the one time. Probably just goes to range lows right after this. If we get this, we can try to play a continuation model down. I thought the matcha was good fortune. But every day, every day is the same this week. You guys take anything? Anyone? Bro, sells off the highs were beautiful. If I was looking at ES range still, dude. Because ES did look like range. I said that at the open. Go look at the VOD. I straight up was saying ES looked like range. But NQ looked like trend, man. Let's go, Chris. Bro, it was goo. Oh, it was good in the first 30 minutes. If I longed, I would have got... So my fill would have been that. I would have showed that for 0.3. We are getting retraced. There we go. Do it. Continuation model to London lows, chat, maybe? Potential. Potential. Type thing. Yahweh. You know what's annoying is I'm gonna have to manually place this. Me. Oh Yahweh. Have mercy on me. This would have to be our B. We'd have to look for Asia. You see how every trade has a logical break even? I don't just do it off, oh, I'm up $500, let me break even. Oh, I'm up $1, let me break even. No, that is dumb. That is dumb, chat. We don't do that. We don't make decisions off of psychology, and we don't make decisions off of R. That's literally caveman logic. We do what the price tells us to do. Every decision we make is based off price and levels. Don't trade like a caveman. Age of lows, 100-point stop. This is like 60 off this. I click the RR every single time and it doesn't work. As if something's gonna change. Man. Oh yeah, let's just enter into a buy, chat. Let's buy right here. Yeah, no problem. This is grueling to have to do every single time. We got good risk on this. I might try a continuation down if we confirm. That's a good wick off these lows, not gonna lie, but I could still see this continue to come down. We're pretty heavy. We haven't taken out range lows. Yeah, we haven't swept the range lows. We did take out a 15-minute low, but I do feel like this can still come down. If this confirms, chat, I'll probably give this a go. Okay. Guess it wants to retrace. Are you trading opening range breakout? No, I'm not. I trade a model called Harmony. I use ES&AQ, internal external range liquidity. Is this really gonna just pop again? Probably better not. Oh my lord. One of those weeks, chat. Price is gonna price. Range protocol, yeah, that could play. I was gonna try and play this trend into the lows, but I agree. I think that this would be range off the highs. We haven't taken out range lows though. If this reverts back up, it's definitely range. Look at that wick. What the heck is price doing? I'm frustrated. Bro, I'm frustrated too. Trust me. Chat, we're not even red. This is going all the way back up. It's so dumb, bro. It's so ridiculous. I'm not even red and I'm annoyed by price because of how it's just trading. Okay. I guess this is going back up. Hallelujah. I mean, the whole week has been insane. I'm sure people are getting Chris, dude. People are going to be getting destroyed. And the best part is you won't even see most of them because they won't share it. Prop firms are eating this week. I would like to see prop firm bags this week. I guarantee it's insane. Prop firms are eating. Bro, prop firms. Dude. I wouldn't be surprised if prop firms are at like record eval fees this week. Straight up. They won't share that. Like they won't share that information, but straight up, prop firms are cooking this week. What are you making daily, bro? Average? Just depends on the day. Every day, I risk about $200. I'm trading like 25 fundeds, bro. So I have 25 fundeds on a copier. Every day I risk about 200 as my 1R. And then I stack base hits of 1.5 to 2R on like 25 accounts. So I run it on Tradecovia. Bro, this is insane. This is insane price. I don't mind this back down to the lows. Hallelujah. I don't mind this back down to the lows, chat. But do we just get absolutely blasted by a short here? Chat, do we just get absolutely blasted if we short this here on this flip? Because the way price is delivering, it wouldn't surprise me. But I could see this coming right back down to the range of lows. I keep pressing that as if it's gonna... I don't want to be in 280 risk on a day like today, that's for sure. So I would have to be 140 off the lows. And I'm gonna buy. Nice. And now the order's fucked. Dude, I'm sorry, chat. This is pissing me off. If you hear me dropping the F word this much, I'm annoyed. This is annoying, bro. Sell limit. Stop. TP. I feel like this could get blasted too. This is gonna get blasted, bro. Oh my lord. Alright, yeah, chat. This candle, this is gonna get blasted. Good thing we're not in. What a shit day. Just an absolute shit week. Frustrating, man. I'm in this about to get cooked. Yeah. It's one of those days. Prop firms are stuffing their bags right now. Prop firms are about to retire off this week. I'm not even trolling. I might just play the range low and fade the internals then if this is going to be range protocol like that. We could try to play outside back in move. Wow, I hate how this is delivering, man. This is brutal. If I close my trading view, chat, you think it'll fix the issue? I think this comes down to London still, but I hate how it's delivering. I'm at a 50% max loss limit, bro. Just call it a day. Just call it a day. Today is terrible. Like it moved, but it didn't move good. I don't know how to. The way prices traded all week has been bait. I would say there was like one good move the whole week. On Tuesday, that short down. The Tuesday shorts down were good. This move down. This is the one good trend move down the whole week. I thought this was clean. The Tuesday shorts down. This was a good move. So this day, I'll say Tuesday was good. Tuesday was the only day of the week that I felt was decent. So we're not in anything, chat. If you're new to the stream, we're not in any trades. This is rage bait price. Yeah, this is range. I don't think it makes sense to even try to play this down the way this is delivering. Range high, range low. We're now fading the internals. Range low. I'm good on the internal plays today, chat, after seeing how that just delivered. ES already swept out PDH. On the week. Okay, that's good. That's much better. I was gonna say 50% max loss in a day is tough. I'll just call it a day. That's brutal. I had an update on my trading view. Where would the update be? Chat, I'm gonna probably close the screen right here. It's gonna be straight black. Like the screen is gonna. Here, I'll just focus on the camera. You guys can just. Okay, never mind. You guys just get to look at me, I guess. Alright, let me close trading view so you guys don't just see a straight black screen. That was loud. Oh shoot. How do I turn that down? You're gonna hear it again as it does it. Top left button, account settings. It says it's up to date. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. It's trolling me. Alright, let me log out, log back in. Come on, my lucids. Lucid. Yeah, we're just nerfed. We're just nerfed, chat. No, we just can't. I can't create a limit order with the RR tool. We're just nerfed. Version 3.3. That's what I'm at. I'm on version 3.3, yeah. I could try changing my master account, because right now it's Lucid Pro funded. Dude, this is terrible, bro. Yeah, that's what I have to do S7, but it's pissing me off because it makes it hard to execute quickly. What a horrible session. I mean, that got this playing that inversion got absolutely cooked as well. Fenix, we need you. Fact. We need Fenix. Fenix says it has to do with Lucid or Tradeovate since you can still use that on a TradingView demo. Interesting. Is it really gonna come right back up, chat? Is that really what we're doing? I can't even believe what I'm seeing right now. This is a max pain week. Look at the daily candles this week, chat. Prop firms are like this, bro. Prop firms are like that. Man. Look at these candles, bro. Pure range. So I'm good on the range internal, or I'm good on any internal in this range now, chat. I'll play the range externals back in to try and get a base hit, but this week is pretty cooked. This matcha's hitting. Matcha is so hit or miss. Like, you have to get the right kind. Because if you get the wrong one, it tastes super fishy. There's different flavors. There's tons of different matchas, but some of them take, it's called like umami, which means fishy, I think. I might just be straight up spreading misinformation online right now, but I'm pretty sure it's called umami and it's a fishy flavor. Let me actually fact check myself before I just say something with confidence. Umami matcha flavoring. UMAMI, umami. Umami and matcha is the fifth basic. Umami and matcha is the fifth basic taste, characterized as a rich, savory, and brothy sensation that coats the palate. This flavor is primary. All right, let me look up. Is umami fishy? Umami is not inherently fishy. It's the savory, meaty, or brothy taste. While certain fishy tasting ingredients like... I don't understand. I swear it sounds... Or I swear that when they say it's umami, it tastes fishy. But either way, I don't like matcha that tastes fishy. I get like the really creamy matcha. It's fire. Which one has better taste? The one I get is fire. I'll show you. I get it on Amazon. But I tried like probably 6 different matchas. Nah, I've tried more than 6. I've probably tried 10 different matchas at this point. It's expensive, but it's really good. And it's better. It helps my stomach. Like, it's better on my stomach than coffee. I feel like coffee's harsher on my stomach because it's more acidic. This is the one I get. Bro, I can't get this, like... There we go. That's the one I get. It's expensive though. It's what? It's 40 bucks. 40 bucks. But I'm not even rich, bro. What's the current losing streak? So I lost on Thursday, and then we lost on Wednesday. So 2. With a break even in between. So we're -2. Yeah. No, break. No, we went -2 and then we took a break even. Sorry, not in between. We went -1 Thursday. Friday was a bank holiday. I didn't trade. All right, let me break it down. Monday, didn't trade. Bachelor party. Tuesday, slept at the Airbnb with my sisters, you know, my girlfriend, their boyfriend, or their fiance, her boyfriend. I have 2 twin sisters. It doesn't matter. I slept at the Airbnb Monday night. So Tuesday, I couldn't trade. Monday, Tuesday, we couldn't trade. Wednesday, choppy ass day, -1. Thursday, I don't think we took a trade. right? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Last week, Thursday, we didn't take a trade. And then Friday, bank holiday. So -1 going into this week. Then Monday, what did we do? We barely traded this week. Let me check. Yeah, Monday we didn't trade, chop. Tuesday, we took a -1, so that's -2, drawdown. And then we took a break even right after it. So we're -2. And Wednesday, yesterday, we didn't trade again because the whole week has been shit. But this is probably one of the worst weeks I've seen all year. And we're -1 on the week. So that's a W. Honestly, to me, that's a W. If you guys are break even or green, that's an even bigger W. Because this is a horrible week. Like, horrible week. Every trade is rage bait. Every delivery is like whipsaw, where it fakes out one way. It'll close over. For example, like this. Closes over, confirms, then just, it's just troll price. So to be -1 to me is a W. And we probably avoided 2 different losses off discretion alone. To be honest, I'm thankful to God I'm exiting this week without losing any funded. Alhamdulillah. I don't know if I pronounced that right. And you're a big reason for my survival this week. I love that. That's great. If I can help you guys not go into deep drawdowns, if I can help you stay patient, and most importantly, I can help teach you guys how to take good trades, that is the biggest thing. Also, my name's Cam, not Sam, just so you know. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. But just so you know, going forward. This is range protocol. Definitely range now. It hit the 15-minute gap. Yeah, I want to fade the internals though. Because to me, this is for sure range now. I wasn't sure if it was going to be range. I was open to try and playing to these lows, but now it just popped right back up. This is troll price, dude. Like I said, prop firms are absolutely cooking right now. I'm new here, very helpful, thank you. Unfortunately, I need to go back to my job. Blah, see you tomorrow. Hey man, you got consistent income from that, you know what I mean? So I think having that job as you learn how to trade is very important. Having something that will consistently pay your bills to keep you detached from trading is super important, especially when you're learning. So welcome to the stream, Brent. I appreciate it, man. I have every sprite I need. Hollow foil dream. What are you saying, bro? What are we talking about? That's can't have to do with anything that I'm bro, what? I'm so confused. Damn, I think I should get a job. If you have no income, you should definitely get a job, bro. You have to be able to detach from your trading. If you have no income and you're trying to learn how to trade, chat, it's not gonna work. I'll be honest. Might sound harsh. I'm gonna keep it all the way a stack with you guys, all the way 1,000. If you have no income and you're learning how to trade, or you're not extremely profitable for years and you know how to trade and you have a nest egg, you're just setting yourself up to fail at trading, because you're gonna be attached to the outcomes of your trading. You're gonna be attached to your performance. And when you're attached to your performance, you won't perform well, and you can't go through the natural ebbs and flows of trading. Like when you have a week like this whole week has not been good. And if I was attached to the money and the outcomes of my trading and my performance in my trading, I would be trying to force things. I wouldn't be approaching this week with the care that it needs. You know, I wouldn't be able to sit out of this. I would be in a rush to make money. I would just be getting cooked. But because I'm detached and I don't care, and I know that price is gonna price, I can sit out of this and acknowledge that it's not good price and protect myself from deep drawdown. But I can only do that because I'm detached. 50-minute SIBI, rejecting. We do have these engineered lows. Let's see if it comes down. I don't want to play internals though. NQ's like a yo-yo, straight up. We could try to long range lows here when we get down here. At this point, it's range for me though, and I'm not interested in internals. Whoa. Sick. Let's see if this comes down, chat. I think this can come down, and then we can try to long the lows. Come down, bring her down. All right, what we got? I like lower. 15-minute internal tag. Your face. Wow, this is shabby. Let's see. That's a curious skin. 15-minute SIBI, this could come down. I'm waiting for the lows. You love for you love her. And any shorts to draw? I don't want to play this internal because it's just range. I just fade the internals when it's range. I don't want to play off internals in a range environment. They just get cooked too much. To me, it's range protocol, so I'll short here, and I'll long here. I'll long here, and I'll short here. I trust you with my life, and I know make you curious. Yeah. I gotta start grinding content so we can grow the stream chat. I gotta start grinding. And this would have got cooked also, cause price is trash. This is 5-minute chop too. 15-minute Sibi tag. We fade the internals in a range environment. This looks like it's gonna go to stop as well. Every single idea we have. But we're obviously not shorting this. And if you guys are in the academy, you understand the stream, you watch the stream, you know why we're not shorting this. Check the GIF in main chat. Let me see. If you guys watch the stream, you study the things that I say, or you listen even moderately, you know why we wouldn't take this short. I do think it can come down to the lows on London, though. Yeah, that's exactly what it was like. You go into the fridge looking for some heat, and it's just empty. Bro went into the fridge looking for some goodies. There was nothing. His little brother ate all of them. That's how my girlfriend about to feel when I move in, bro. She about to go to the fridge like this. Gone. What a horrible, horrible week. And this is Jones trading this week? How's he doing? Because this week's been tough. Chat, we got the Discord bot all fixed. It's completely fixed now. So if you go into the Discord and you're looking for all the latest deals on prop firms, we have it fully fixed, basically. Not fully, but it's like we'll be refining it to make it better, but it's basically done. So like Tradeify has 40%. Lucid has 50. Funded seat. We have all the latest deals. Hence why we fade the internals, chat. Hence why we fade internals. Let's see if this high goes though. This is why we don't trade that internal. Dude, prop firms are probably, oh my lord, dude. I actually don't want to know how much prop firms are up this week. Chat, this is prop firms right now. That's literally prop firms this week. Rolling in it. Making snow angels in it. Give me 1 sec, chat. What do you mean by fade the internals? When you say fade the internals or externals, what exactly do you mean? All right, so that's something I go through extensively in the curriculum. When we have a range, right? Chat, this is about to be a little lesson because right now, price is pricing. Price is pricing. When we have a range that forms. So how I trade. All right, how I trade. What did I just what did I just do, bro? All right, how I trade. How I trade is I focus on the most recent order flow. I focus on the most recent price action. I don't look left over here. I only use this for targets on a trade. So if I were to long, I would use that to target higher. So I'm focused on the most recent order flow, the most recent price, and I'm looking at the most recent price ranges. So if we were to ignore the left and just, I don't trade off of the left, I just use it as targets. If we were to ignore the left and then think about it as just this range, right? Like we're zooming in or something, refining to just that range, then price just has this range, right? Now we're like, think about it this way, we just zoomed in. So now we're just looking at that range that I just showed you. So price creates ranges, right? Every single range in price has an internal and an external. The swings resting on the exterior of these ranges that form are your range externals. This is external range liquidity. And then every single range, generally I want to use ones that have fair value gaps. I use fair value gaps as my internal, but every single range has an internal, whether it's an order block or fair value gap. This would be a range here with a fair value gap. So this is our internal range liquidity. So we have external range liquidity, internal range liquidity. And price just moves in ranges. How I view price is all from the lens of external, internal. If price respects this internal, I look for it to go to the low. Obviously, there's more nuance to this. I understand the higher time frames. I understand draws. If I think price is reaching down here, then I want to see this internal hold. The respect of this internal would make me look for external, right? Price just rotates from internal to external, to internal to external. Then we flip trend and it goes internal to external. So basically, I'm always using these fair value gaps in internal and external. When I say I'm fading internals, that means price is trading range bound like this. So during an environment where we have consolidative price, where we have price that is super choppy and range bound, like so, range internals, right, fair value gaps, etc., they don't hold, they don't trade well, they just get disrespected. Price basically just rage bait. It's like it just closes over and then disrespects them or just blasts right through them. So range internals in a consolidating environment tend to fail. They don't tend to trade well, as in they don't get respected by price. They don't have a high win rate, a high strike rate. They don't have edge. What does have edge and what does play well is range externals. So in a range protocol day or a range environment, I want to play the range externals back into the range. Right? I want to play reversal off these levels back in, as opposed to trying to trade the range internals and play trend continuation. I just want to play reversal off these range externals. That's the foundational logic to, you know, when I say these things. Conversely, if we have a price like this and it's trendy, this is what's conducive to seeing good continuation off of range internals. So then in this scenario, I'd be fading range externals, and I would be playing the range internals for continuation. Sometimes it's trickier than others to determine. Like today, at first we were seeing trend on NQ, but ES looked rangy, and so sometimes it's trickier than others. But that's a really good rule of thumb for picking narratives and then being able to adapt to the environment we're trading. So that's literally sauce. That's the whole range protocol logic, chat. So that's what people are taking from me, and that's why I get mad. Like, I'm not saying I'm some genius Alexander Graham Bell and I invented the light bulb, chat. I'm saying that was something that I learned through my data and experience. So when people teach it and teach it matter of fact as if they like it came from them, it's kind of annoying. But that's why I'm defensive over it, is because I didn't learn that from anything but myself. You know what I mean? Like that whole logic and then calling it protocols. Like if you want to say, hey, I don't trade gaps in a range, cool, you can do that, like, and teach that, whatever. But if you're gonna say range and trend protocol and all that and take everything all the words, all the terminology I use, the way that I break down my system, it's pretty annoying. So that's why I get defensive about it. All right, we swept out range highs here, or at least we've taken them. This is still going up. Next range high is here. So yeah, that was the sauce on internals and externals. Or you see someone teaching it on Twitter later today. They were probably in the stream. He won't take trades from gaps for fading internal, and he won't take trades off external highs and lows, meaning swing highs and lows if he's fading externals. Exactly. Just depends on the environment we're trading within. First time I haven't been paying prop firms in this PA. That's because you joined the academy. Let's go. I love that. Bro, that makes me so happy. Straight up. That makes me so happy. That means you're following your rules, you're learning. That's such a W. That's actually such a W. Think about it this way. You joined the academy, you saved all the money you would have blown on evals, like, just by joining the academy. Just by learning how to, you know, temper expectations, be detached, stay disciplined. Because that's not, I would say, not 90%. I don't like saying that's 90% of it, because you need real edge. I think that's probably half of it. But the other half, if I could break it down to what matters, it's you need to be plus EV. So like that would be like half the diagram. Nah, you need to be plus EV. That's like 40-50% of the diagram. And then the other like 60% or 50%, whatever we call the edge, the other 50 to 60% would be you need to have proper risk management, proper discipline, and proper psychology. Because I'll give you edge and harmony, but if you can't follow the rules, if you can't manage your risk, if you can't be able to sit out of weeks like this or just deal with it when price is bad, then you're not going to be effective with the edge. So it's more than just getting a model, chat. You're not just going to, like, the truth is, and nobody will tell you this because they all want to just sell you something. This is the truth. Chat, you want to hear real truth, real raw truth about trading. No one will tell you this because they just want to sell you, you know, everything that they're doing. And most of them don't even make money with what they're teaching. But the truth is, you can't just go on YouTube and take a model and start making money. Like, it won't happen. You have to learn and refine and learn the nuances, and then you have to learn how to manage yourself and manage the risk, and you have to learn how to adapt to when price is changing, because they might give you a model that only works in trend or that only works in chop. There's just you can't just go on YouTube, find a model and then start making money. It won't happen, but they won't tell you that. But that's the truth. You can find an edge on YouTube. I genuinely believe that there are edges on YouTube, but it's going to take you time to learn the nuances of it, and you probably need to refine it even more. It's the same thing with like ICT concepts. Everyone thinks ICT is like a cheat code to price, but the truth is it takes a lot of work and a lot of studying ICT concepts to build it into a framework that fits you and has edge. You don't just go into an ICT stream and then start making money with ICT. Just that's not realistic, and that's if it was that easy, everyone would make money. Because everyone can sit through a YouTube video and learn a model. So it's about building the edge through nuance, through data, through refinement, building a system and a framework that fits your personality. And then from there, it's risk management, psychology, discipline. That's real, chat. That is real. That's a real rant right there. If it was that easy, everyone would do it. Everyone would be Paul Tudor Jones. What a weird session. Did ES hit those highs? I have like zero conviction in price today. You're outside with the dogs? I might have to do the same thing here in a second. I mean, this is bad. I would have liked us to see about that extra high there too. It's not yet come. What a bad week, guys. Jeez, bro. This is a tough week. And we're only -1. That's a W to me. I genuinely think that's such a testament to what we preach. Like, I don't just sit here and ramble, chat. I actually practice the things that I tell you guys. You see it every day. There's gonna be weeks like this. Price is gonna be bad. It's just an inevitable fact, like death and taxes. It's going to happen. Price will be bad. It's not always gonna run pretty and be beautiful delivery. Right, so when I say these things, I actually practice them. I sit out. I'm able to acknowledge when price is bad and protect the downside. It's one thing for me to say things, chat, but I also have to live by it and practice what I preach. Otherwise, I'm just a clown at that point. You know what I mean? Does this sell back down off the highs? Or does this break range up? Saying goodbye, but my time is not yet gone. Prop firms are cooking this week. But my time is not yet gone. Lord Jesus, can you give me new eyes? to see everything you've done. Show me everything you've done. Wow, this is fun. We're having fun, chat. We're having fun. Gosh, it's bad, bro. Here's a 5-minute Sibby. I mean, Bissy. I always do that. Learning is earning. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a good week of studying, chat. Either way. Either way, it's a great week of studying. Wait. Five-minute Bissy's right here. 15-minute Bissy. Here. Boring ass week. Yahweh. Yahweh. Is this play back down? Look at ES 4-hour and the NQ. Yahweh. Oh, Yahweh. The am I mean cam is crazy. I have not taken a single trade today. This is just pure range. That's all it is. It's just pure range. Even on the higher time frame. Like, even if we were to try to play this back down off the highs, you have 4 points to get break even by the 15-minute Bissy. If this doesn't slam down here, I'm off, chat. Ah, dude, what a frustrating week. That's trading, though. That is trading. That's why you can't be attached. You'll trade better if you have more going on in your life. You have to also have, you know, other incomes. You have to have hobbies. You have to. You can't put it like, I understand wanting to learn and putting a lot into learning. I did the same thing, but you're gonna trade better when you're detached and you just focus on the process every day. I'm only able to focus on my process and like approach a week like this the way that I have because I'm not attached to my trading. So I can buy into my process. Like if we have a slow week of trading, I will be fine, chat. Right? And that's very, very empowering and helpful. 5 minute longs feel sus here. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not longing. I'd actually rather short this down, but I said, it just doesn't want to do nothing. Father, teach me how to fall in love with simple things. Surely, where would we go to if we actually went up here? NQ highs, is that it? I'm not longing anything up here. Didn't flip off the highs. What is heavenly? It doesn't matter how I feel. Oh. All NQ has is those highs up there. If it doesn't flip right here. It either flips here or NQ goes and attacks those highs, but I don't want to trade that. This is a sus ass long. This long is super sus. Could it play into NQ highs? Sure. Is it high probability? No. Right into ES external too. This literally is the same exact logic as the PDH. That's how price it is, bro. That's what it's doing all week. It's straight up just baiting setups. The whole week is just bait. It's the exact same logic as the previous day high right here where we run and we take out the high right as we long. And then look at that sell off PDH. All the things I done. Next highs on NQ are there. I don't wanna be far from you. You're the air I breathe, you're the air I breathe. Help me abide in you. I don't wanna be far from you. See if this plays up. That's a sus long to me. Very sus long. I don't care if this plays or not. Thank you. ES is leading. What a weird ass week, man. It like has moved a little bit, but the way it does it is basically the worst way possible. You know what I mean? Every session is like that. Where we gonna move? But it's just terrible. I guess this is just trading, man. Some weeks you take 5 trades, some weeks you take 1. 100%. Price determines what you do. The same way price determines how I manage a trade, price determines if you take trades. People are like, oh, do you take 1 trade a day? Do you take, what's your frequency? Well, it depends on the week. People put trading into a box too much. I think that hurts them a lot in their trading, especially with models and like how they approach price. You put price in like a black and white perspective, or you put it in a box, and you're just doing yourself a disservice because it's so complex and it's constantly changing, and you can't just expect the same things every single day at a price. You can't expect the same amount of trades, the same amount of, like, the exact same setup. I just don't think that's realistic. I think price is much too complex and intricate. The markets are way too complex to expect to get the exact same black and white look every single day. Like, there's going to be different volatility. There's going to be different types of markets. There's going to be days when they're decoupled. There's going to be days when they're in agreement. There's going to be days when they're way choppier and slower and low volatility. That's why everything I teach, like, price determines what I do, and everything. Price determines my stop and the size of it. Price determines how I manage the trade. Price determines if I manage a trade. I don't care about R. I don't care about P&L. I don't make decisions off that anymore. I used to fall into that in my trading in the past, and it always hurt me. I lost all my fundeds last time price was like this because I wasn't adapting. Bro, that right there is gold for anyone reading that. Anyone that just listened to me say that, that's say in the chat. That is gold. That's the exact thing we've been preaching on stream all week. It's so facts. Now I still have all my new fundeds after learning each market can be something to learn. It is. It's a learning opportunity. We just have to adapt. You want to learn, and you don't want to change your model every day. I'm not saying that, but you need to be able to adapt and factor in different stages of price and delivery. In the past, I was the same way, going into a bunch of drawdowns, more frequent drawdowns, longer drawdowns, because I took longer to adapt, or I was just too rigid around price. Yeah, I'm about to call it Tuesday. This is brutal. I don't see anything that I would play. I'm not going to play this long into the highs. Alright, well, we'll be live again tomorrow. We'll see if we can get something. It's not looking good for the week, chat. It is not looking good. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. Every session is terrible. But Friday, can we get something? Can Friday give us something? We'll see tomorrow morning. All we can do is adapt, manage the risk, manage ourselves, chat. If you've done that this week, W. I don't care what your P&L is. I don't care what your R is. If you're -1, if you're break even, if you're -2, if you're slightly green, I don't care. As long as you managed yourself, you adapted to the price, and you learned, and you managed your risk, W for the week. Make sure you guys are journaling this as well. Journal the price action. Journal why this week is frustrating. Journal the tendencies of price when it's like this. Journal the days when ES and NQ are decoupled. Like, actually understand why we say what we say. Don't just take my word for it. I want you guys to be skeptical of what I'm saying. My word is not bond, you know what I mean? Go see it for yourself. Fact check what I'm saying. See if you come to the same conclusions. This is a great week of studying, chat. We're getting better. Despite being a slow week, despite being a week of bad price, we're getting better every single day. And hopefully you guys are learning stuff from the stream, because that's what I'm doing it for, you know what I mean? Every single day, if you guys can come through and learn something, amazing. That's the biggest W. Just process orientation. Attack every day focused on the process. 1% better. That's it. So yeah, man. Have a great rest of the day. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'm grateful for this opportunity every day to do this. I'm grateful to be able to have this skill set. And God is great, man. God is great. We're going to keep growing the stream. Live again tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. So I will see you guys there. Be there or be square. 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. Have a great rest of the day, guys.